Hello everyone, this is very spontaneous. I gave no notice. I haven't been on here in like forever. But I was about to make a card and I thought I might as well make it with you. So here we go. Hopefully it's coming up. Turn down all the volumes. And hopefully someone will join me. Okay, so I am, I've had a crazy July, been on holidays and just busy. So I have a team meeting package, and I'm just gonna play around with it. So I'm gonna show you what this card was supposed to be. So these cards get designed for us by Rhonda Wade, who is amazing. And this card was supposed, and this is this beautiful open horse sleigh, or I think that's what it's called. It's in the online store. It is called, what's it called? Oh yeah, One Horse Open Sleigh. So it's really beautiful paper. Beautiful Christmas scenes, and then other sides with like these patterns and wood and whatever. So this card was supposed to go together like this, and then I don't have the stamp set. So I don't have what it takes to make this be this really pretty Christmas card. So I thought, why don't I make it be something else then? So that is what we're gonna do. So what I've done, I've discarded this layer of cardstock, which is petal pink, and I'm flipping over this piece of DSP, and now I have Real Red or Poppy Parade or something. What is this? This is Real Red. Oh, good for me. Okay, so this piece is 3x4. So I have now taken a piece of basic white and I've cut it 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. So now this is what's going to be my focal point. I'm going to turn this piece over so I just have this Misty Moonlight. So we've got our Misty Moonlight card base. So this is your standard card base where we've cut off part of it. So it was your standard 4 1/4 by 11, folded at 5 1/2, and we have cut off 3 1/4 inches to make it be this kind of fun fold. So this piece is going to go on the inside, and then this piece is going to go here. So we can go ahead and do that. And then we're going to use the Trucking Along stamp set. So I'm loath to use this set because I know right now you cannot purchase the bundle. The punch has gone out of stock, unorderable at the moment. So this set was crazy. It was one of those online exclusives. Came out. We were seeing it. Some of the artisans had it in advance. So it was out there. People knew they wanted it. And they knew that we've had issues before with the punches, right? Because the punches come, I think, from China. Like, they're not made in the US. So it came live and like literally went unorderable day 1. I missed getting it. And it wasn't the punch that was actually the issue. It was the English stamp set that went out. So I grabbed a punch for myself and a customer, and then the stamp set came back in maybe like the next day. I missed it again. Anyway, long story short, I finally got the stamp set. Now you can get the stamp sets, but you cannot get the punch. So that's why I don't love working with things that I know you can't buy, but I'm sure lots of people who watch these videos already have it. So we're just gonna work with it. My dad builds custom hot rods, and this truck reminds me of my dad. So I know that I want to make a card for him, and his birthday is coming up. I'm not sure if this is going to be the card because the color of my dad's hot rod it's called root beer. So I don't know if that's really the color scheme that I want to put with this one, but we're still going to use this truck and have some fun. There's so many options. You can do 2-step stamping, or you can color with your blends markers. So I'm kind of tempted to just make this one be kind of like a fun, doesn't have to be Christmas. I mean, it could be Christmas, but I feel like we're just going to do a little kind of truck scene is kind of what I've been seeing. So we've got all the things. So we've got the ground. I just kind of want to lay it out. So we've got the ground, and then we're going to have the truck, and then we can have some clouds, we can have like a tree, there's a little fence, there's all sorts of cute things to do. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of play around with it. Hopefully it'll work. Good news is we can turn the paper over if it doesn't. Okay, I am going to start by using Pebbled Path. Sometimes I like to decide if I want to have it stamped off, so I think I'm going to have it stamped off. And I'm going to kind of have that centered. And then I'm also trying to decide if I want to actually stamp the truck, like do the two-step, or if I want to use my blends. I think for this one we'll just do a quick, we'll just like use our stamping. We'll just do ink. Simple stamping. No blending, no anything. Just DSP stamps. We didn't even use any dies. It's all just rectangles. I got myself a new Real Red stamp pad. I've been slowly updating my inks so that I have all the new ink style. So I'm going to do this truck in Real Red. I kind of want the outline to be darker though. So I might do the outline in black still. And I kind of wonder, I'm just gonna play around with it because sometimes you want to do the outline first and sometimes you want to do the inside first. So before I actually stamp it on this piece of paper and potentially mess it up, I'm gonna figure out what works best. I feel like in this one, you are gonna want to stamp the outline and then fill it in because you can see where you're lining this guy up. Oh yeah, it lines up really nicely. Look at how perfectly that was, how easy that was to line up. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so let's bring that back. So, oh, we don't want that in red, we want that in black. So I'm gonna put my truck on my road here. Boom. And then we're gonna fill it in with the red. Sorry if you get my hair in the shot. Ooh, this stamps so nicely. And do you see the shading? So the dark and then the light. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so that is our red, and now we need to do the tires. I'm just gonna try to get that cleaned off right away because, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's gonna stain our stamp. We'll get a little bit off. Okay, and then we need the tires. I often combine dirty stamps on a block when I want to use the same block. Okay, so now this is going to color that in. So I am going, what color tires are black, right? I mean, we can't really get around that. Okay. So line this up. So not quite as good, but I'll work on that. It's not terrible, but it's a bit of a work in progress to get that one lined up perfectly, it looks like. Okay, so we got our little truck, we got the road. I'm also going to take, I think I've got some gray granite here. Light gray granite. I'm gonna take the brush end. So I lied, I said we weren't going to use any blends, didn't I? And then I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna put in the back of this truck. Like, am I gonna use this one for my dad? I could put presents in it no matter what. I don't think it's gonna be a Christmassy one. I could put just flowers in the back. So you've got options, right? You've got gifts, you've got flowers, you've got like fall leaves, kind of is what that one reminds me of. And then you've got your summer one, your palm trees kind of thing, and then you've got your Christmas tree. So I'm going to do the gifts, and again, this is two-step stamping, so you can do the two-step, or you can use your blends. So I think what I'm going to do here is do this in our Misty Moonlight. Maybe I'm going to do it in Night of Navy, actually. And then fill it in with Misty Moonlight, because I'm going to use Night of that denim ribbon on this card. So I'm going to take these guys in Night of Navy. Like that. Oh, did I still do that in Misty Moonlight? I did, didn't I? Erg. Okay. This is why you should not have two stamp sets. Two stamp pads open at the same time. Don't be like me. Okay, I'm gonna stamp over it in Night of Navy. Hope I line it up perfectly. There we go. Oh, sorry. That was totally the top of my head in there. I'm seeing it now. Okay, and then we're going to get the inside. Move that guy off. And do this in Misty Moonlight. Okay, move it closer to me so that hopefully you're not going to see all my gray hair. There we go. I feel like the presents are one that I would actually just prefer to color with markers or blends. So I am going to take, this is Light Poppy Parade, but I think that's going to look a bit too pink, so I don't really want that. I might just do this light, what's this, Balmy Blue, I think. Dark Balmy Blue. Which looks quite nice with the Misty Moonlight. Now we've given ourselves another color we can use, right? So then we have some options. Okay, so we got our little presents. We've got that, so we can do some clouds in the sky. So again, two-step stamping, which you can do or not do. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is maybe boho blue. And pool party. Let's see what that looks like. Try it on my scrap. Or else, you know, pool party in Coastal Cabana, we know is always a good one. I don't mind that. I'm kind of having just fun with this one, so I think I'm not going to outline all the clouds anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is an outlined cloud, and then I'm going to fill it in, and then I'm going to So I think you got to do that one first. That way this one doesn't show. Okay. So then we're going to do the same over here. And we're going to do the outline. Fill that in. Then I can fill it in a second time. Whoa, sorry. You keep getting my hair in there. That is not cool. Okay, so you could also throw like a tree. There's trees in here. Right, so we could have kind of a tree with some grass, but I think we're just going to keep this kind of simple. And then I'm going to use special delivery because that's what makes the most sense to me in terms of a stamp set or a greeting. So sometimes for me, when I see a stamp set like this, it's got all these things, which is awesome. I kind of have to look at what a lot of people have done with it, like how they put the elements together in the best way to sort of have it so it looks natural. Because to me at the moment, I kind of feel like this looks a little bit funny with the clouds. I'm not sure I'm loving that look, to be honest. I kind of want to cut that right off, to be honest. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've cut that right off, and then I'm going to do this special delivery, which I also kind of wish was a little bit bigger, but it's not, so that's just how we roll. And I'm gonna do it on I've got some scraps here, so I'm just finding a scrap of basic white, and then I'm gonna do some circles around it, I think. So I am going to do this in real red. I'm going to do that, and then we are going to get our circles. So this is from our Stylish Shapes. We have the layering sort of circles inside of here, so I'm going to see which one fits. Okay, so I'm going to cut that guy out. And then we're going to layer some other guys around it. Another one that I could do here, actually, another one that might be cute. Where's my thing? It would be the nested. Okay, hang tight, change of plans. Is what's that one called? Essential, nested essential dies. Got all my, yeah, so I'm thinking this little banner. Okay, yes, okay, that's gonna be cute. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I know you're like, we can't see you. And I could totally pull out my mini, but I've got like such a disaster on my desk here, so I'm just gonna die cut this off to the side. Okay, cute. And then I am going to do a second one, I think. So let me just sort of see how this is going to go. So that's going to go on there. That's going to kind of go like that. And then what if I have, that one's almost too big. Right? I don't want something quite that big. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, how big that is. So I'm trying to think. I could just do the same. Okay, so I'm going to do another one in, I have this scrap here. Really, I shouldn't use that. That's a nice piece for something else. Let me find a scrap here. Misty Moonlight. Night of Navy might be actually nice though too. We got a lot of misty moonlight going on here. Bear with me in my scraps here, which I need to get better organized. This is really too big of a scrap, but we're doing it anyway. And I know there's some way I could use that bigger die and make it more the size I wanted, but given that I haven't pre-planned this card, I don't want to be trying to figure that out with you guys. But what I could do is, can I make it narrower? This is the one where it's tricky to make anything narrower because you're gonna mess up your, you know, your banner. But what I could do is, okay, so I'm gonna cut on this one dotted line. And that's gonna make it a little bit smaller. But still keep the same shape. Okay, and then we're gonna go like that. Okay, don't lose your dies. All right, so I'm gonna do this. This is the effect we're going for. Okay, and I'm gonna get that denim ribbon. And we're going to, usually I don't like to cut until I tie, but I'm living on the edge here, as you can tell. I see that some people are on here, so that's lovely. Nobody's saying anything, but that's okay. So I'm just trying to decide. I've made this into a knot because I feel like it's kind of for a dude, but I'm not really digging that. So let's see what happens if I change it. So I still am gonna have it at the top here for a second. That's where my ends are equal, right? And I can move it after that. Sometimes you have to take it right off and flip it around because like this one, my bow is gonna be upside down. But also okay. And then sometimes I want, you know, longer arms, legs. Where's my ribbon scissors? So then this guy, so I could actually have this be way over here. And then I could have this. And then we can kind of have this up here so that the ribbon is there, but it's not like, you know, the main focus. I could also trim this red, but I kind of don't mind it. I might trim it a little bit though. So I'm gonna glue this in the middle, and then I'm gonna trim the edges. So now you're not gonna know what size this is anymore. I don't even know what size this is anymore. This is why I don't really like to do improv card making, because then it always turns out a bit crazy. But I wanted to try to fit this in. Like I said, I was going to make this card, so I might as well include you guys. Okay, so now I am just going to trim this. A little bit. There we go. And then this guy is going to come here, right? So this we're going to use dimensionals for. I don't know. I want this ribbon on here, but now I feel like it looks kind of funny. So I think what we're going to do is have ribbon, but no bow or anything, right? So I'm just gonna figure out where I want this to be. I'm gonna use a glue dot. Actually, I'm gonna use some tear tape because I've got some right here. So now we can just have ribbon without a bow. There we go, that's better. Okay, this is going to need to be on dimensionals as well. And then I'm gonna need to put some here. And then we're going to need to put a white piece inside so that I can write on it, right? Okay. Like that. And then I have, oh, sorry. I had a bunch of white pieces. See, this is what's happening. I'm telling you, I'm a disaster. Okay. Oh, Sugar Shack. Should have double checked that. My ribbon was twisted on the inside. Okay. There we go. Try that again. Okay, so now I need a piece that is, now I've cut this red one, so I don't know what it is, do I? So, that we can write on the inside. So now this red piece is 2 1/4. Also not straight. 2 1/4 by 4. 2 1/4 by 4. Okay. So this piece is 4. Okay. So this is where I can write. Oh, clearly I did not plan that properly. But so the best way I know to do this is, so put your seal or your glue, whichever one you're using. See how my workspace has grown, shrunk? Put it like this so it lines up with where we need to have it covered. So put it here and then flip it over. And then now it is perfectly covered. You've got your outside of your card. And now in here, I can write my note, you know, happy birthday. This wouldn't necessarily be what I would love to have here, but I don't mind it. It still blends. It's not overtly Christmas. So yeah, so there we go. And then I would put some gems of some sort. Ideally, I would put red, but you know what? I don't think we have any red gems that we can use at the moment. We've got that, our sweet sorbet, I guess. I don't have anything that, nothing red carried over, I don't think. Although, hang tight, maybe these pearls, I think, had cherry cobbler in them. And they carried over. Festive pearls. Red and green is what they're called now. There we go. Okay. So I packed everything to go to when I traveled, so that's where my take a pic tool is. Sometimes I like to do like little stripes here. Or not stripes, but like a line of embellishments. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not loving that. So I'm gonna take that off. Actually don't think I'm liking the red at all. I think I would prefer to have blue, so it would just kind of blend in. Blue or white actually would be good. So my apologies. Hang tight, hang tight. That is not what we're gonna do. I don't know that we have any misty moonlight. What's in this guy? Oh yeah, that's moonlight. But we do also have white. These are the classic matte dots. There, you know what? Sometimes we go with 5, sometimes we go with 3. Sometimes we mix it up and just make sort of an assortment. Okay. We did it. We've got quite a mess. I've got things everywhere. But you stuck with me, so I appreciate that. Let's get rid of everything. This is like when I like to do this, bring this in so that you can kind of see what our finished product looked like without the chaos. There we go. So we quickly took those pieces that were supposed to be a Christmas card and we turned it into just a quick and simple birthday card using the trucking along. Well, we really only used the stamp set. Actually, we didn't use the punch at all. So next time I'll have to play around with the punch. Okay, thank you. Sorry it was such short notice. I will try to be a little more organized, and I am going to try to be on here on a regular basis for the month of August. So stay tuned. Bye.